everyone, good afternoon. So it's been a while that I have not been going on live. So I hope if you are planning to bake along with me, you have already prepared the ingredients that I have given you. Alright, so today we are going to make a red velvet cake with cream cheese frosting. Now the cream cheese frosting I have actually made ahead long time ago, means since the time that I made the first red velvet cake. This is what is left. Okay, the recipe that I have given you, you can follow the ingredients later, which is 250 grams of actually I cannot remember the ingredients because today I was very busy at the new house, cleaning up and all that. Anyway, with 250 grams of cream cheese, room temperature, with sifted icing sugar and a bit of butter and salt. I remember there is 1 teaspoon salt. Okay, so for those of you who have the ingredients list, and if anyone is asking for the ingredients, perhaps you can post in the comments for the benefit of all, because my mind is not with me today and I cannot remember so much. Anyway, with 250 grams of room temperature cream cheese, you can make this amount of frosting. This size 2 packets. Okay, this size 2 packets, and another packet which is half of this. Okay, now the photo that I shared with you, the red velvet cake with the frosting that I shared with you, actually only uses the half portion of this. Okay, so the cream cheese frosting ingredients that I give you is a full recipe, and you will be able to get 2.5 of this. Okay, all you need to do is to blend it for 1 minute at speed 5, if I remember correctly. Okay, so normally I will put them into piping bags like this. Okay, this is not cut yet, yeah. So you will put in piping bags like this and you keep in the fridge. Okay, that amount of ingredients that I give you is enough to make 2.5 of this. And the photo that I shared with you of the red velvet cake uses only half of this. Okay, and of course my children said it's not enough frosting, so they actually squeeze a lot. Okay, so that's for the cream cheese frosting. I hope you all have made ahead a batch. This one is chilled in the fridge, which I have already taken out from the fridge about an hour ago. Later I will frost. So let's get on with making the cake batter. Alright, shall we? Now please don't forget to like and share the video. Alright, it's going to help me a lot, and this is what I need you to help me to do. Click the like and the share button. Okay, now let's get on with the ingredients that we need to bake this red velvet cake. It's a pound cake, so the texture is a little dense and heavy, but my kids said it is good. Alright, it is good, no need to change anything, mommy. But for those of you who prefer a slightly softer, fluffier texture, perhaps you can add 1 or 2 tablespoons of extra milk. Okay, but I'm not going to do that today because my children said the red velvet cake that I baked for them a few weeks ago is perfect. It's good. Okay, it's good. So anyway, what we need is 125 grams of room temperature butter. All right, 125 grams of room temperature butter. Let's put into the TM bowl. And then we need 125 grams of sugar with half a teaspoon of salt. Alright, 125 grams of sugar with half a teaspoon of salt. So put it in. And we will blend this mix this for 3 minutes at speed 4. If you have any questions that you want to ask me, you can ask me now. Otherwise, prepare a 10-inch baking loaf tin like this, okay, greased with butter and lined with baking paper. 10-inch, this is 10-inch, yeah. So I have actually made half a portion of this cake this morning. Let me show you. So I have made a small cake. This is half a portion. I baked it this morning, yeah? Half a portion. Alright? So later on, I will frost the cake. And if you have some sprinkles, I got this from Bake with Yan. So this is a very Valentine feel. Even today I'm wearing a red top because it's red velvet day. Okay, so this is some sprinkles which I have. You buy one container like this, one small bottle like this, you can last you a long time. Okay, so what I have here is 125 gram of sugar, 125 gram of room temperature butter, and half a teaspoon of salt. We are mixing for 3 minutes at speed 4. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can ask me now. Otherwise, please help me to like and share this video, okay? So how big is this? I think this is probably 6-inch. Someone asked me what is the length here. It is I think it is 6 or 7-inch. Okay, I just grab whatever small loaf pan that I have. Oopsie. So this is 7-inch. The cake is okay. The cake is okay. So if you like I have shared in my post earlier, I use 20 gram of cocoa powder and a quarter teaspoon of red food coloring gel. Now if you want the cake to look redder, of course the trick is only to put more food coloring. Okay, I'm only using a very little tiny bit, which is just a quarter teaspoon, and I use 20 gram of cocoa powder. If you want the cake to look redder than the one that I shared with you in my post, you can reduce the cocoa powder to 15 gram and use at least half a teaspoon of red food coloring gel to 1 tablespoon. I was told, yes, even when you go to the toilet, your urine will look red. So that is the amount of food coloring they put in their cake. But I am only using a quarter teaspoon in my cake here for the full portion recipe. Quarter teaspoon. 20 gram of cocoa powder to quarter teaspoon. So if you want a redder cake, reduce the amount of cocoa powder to 15 gram and use half a teaspoon of red food coloring gel to as much as you like. Okay, anyway, this is after 3 minutes at speed 4, 120 gram of room temperature butter, 120 gram of sugar, half a teaspoon salt. So now we are going to add in our buttermilk and 3 eggs. Okay, hang on, I'll get the buttermilk. I will explain to you how to get buttermilk, how to make your own buttermilk. Now, if you are a follower of my recipe, you will probably know how to make your own buttermilk, yeah? Normally, for me to make my own buttermilk, I use 250 gram of milk, full cream milk for me. and I will mix with 1 tablespoon of vinegar, okay, and set it aside for 5 minutes, and then you get your own buttermilk, homemade buttermilk. But for this recipe, I'm only using 125 grams of full cream milk, but I mix it with half a tablespoon of 1 tablespoon, I think, cannot remember, anyway you refer to the ingredients list, of vinegar here. Okay, the vinegar that I give you in the recipe, in the ingredients list, you mix with the milk and you get yourself buttermilk. Okay, so you just set it aside for a few minutes and you get yourself buttermilk. So now I'm going to add in the buttermilk. Sorry, today I'm very disorientated because there are so many things to do for my new house. You know, when you are in the midst of cleaning up and moving, there are so much to do. And so we are going to crack 3 eggs in. One, two, and this is the last egg. Okay, so 3 eggs in with buttermilk and a bit of vanilla, and yes, food coloring. Okay, I'm using, there are 2 types of red. This is strawberry red, this is red. So I'm going to use the red food coloring. I'm going to use only 1/4 teaspoon. We are going to mix this for 10 seconds at speed 4. Okay, 10 seconds at speed 4. So it's very red. See, 1/4 teaspoon. So now I'm going to add in my 20 grams of sifted cocoa powder. You always have to sift your cocoa powder, yeah. So sifted cocoa powder, time to donate, yeah. And 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. All right. So add in. And last is our 200 grams of plain flour. Okay. So let's give this a good stir. And then we will mix it for 10 seconds at speed 4. 10 seconds, speed 4. Okay. Now your batter will look like this. Okay, no more mixing. So we will fold in whatever that is on the side of the TM bowl with our spatula. Just 10 seconds. Once your flour is in, we are just going to mix for 10 seconds at speed 4. Okay, then we will fold it briefly with our spatula, and then we can bake. So we will just fold it briefly with our spatula. once the flour is in, it's not encouraged to mix for more than 10 seconds. That is me, okay? We don't want our cake to be hard like kueh. That is because you have overworked, over mixed the flour. Your cake will become hard. Okay? Tastes good. So now we are going to pour it in here. Now this is a 10-inch loaf pan, lined and greased with butter and baking paper, yeah? So this is 10-inch. And most likely for this size, we are going to bake it for at least 50 minutes to 60 minutes, okay? Now if you are using a square baking pan, most likely your cake will be very shallow because of the enlarged surface, so you do not need to bake so long. But for loaf pan like this, because the cake is thick, so it will take slightly longer to bake. Like I said, in preheated oven 180 degrees Celsius, this size normally will take about 50 minutes to 60 minutes, okay? 180 degrees Celsius preheated oven. So now let's take this out. Now this is a pound cake texture, okay? Like I said, this is a pound cake texture. If you want it to be slightly fluffier or softer, just add 1 to 2 tablespoons of extra milk, okay? But I'm not doing that now because my children actually say you don't need to do anything, mommy. No need to change the recipe. We just like it the way it is. So this is the part that I don't like to do. So how is everyone so far? I have not given any thought what live I'm going to cook next, but I do have a very exciting live coming up on the June 20th, which is a Saturday at 11 a.m. Now the live will not be in my small kitchen, it will be in my friend's in my best friend Catherine's beautiful home. So we will do a live, okay, for Father's Day. We treat ourselves so well. We parade with bags on Father's Day, okay. So we will show off our peanut baskets, okay, and while we do cooking live to show you. So anyway, that will be on the 20th of June. Yes. Chocolate cake recipe. Okay, yes, many people ask for that. Indeed, it is a very good chocolate cake, I have to tell you. But wait for this cake to finish first, okay? Now you can also make this into cupcakes, yeah. In fact, Christina, she has made, later I think she will share. Christina Chiu from Melbourne, she has made a batch, okay, of cupcakes. She said with this recipe she is able to yield 11 cupcakes, Okay, so you know what, I have no patience, but anyway, I will bleach this very quickly. I'll pass this to my helper to do. I will bleach this very quickly at high speed, speed 10, so that everything will come to the wall of the TM bowl. Let me bleach this at high speed for a few seconds. Speed 10 for a few seconds, say 5 seconds. So later, Christina, she will show you the cupcakes that she made. Okay, so we are just trying to bleach out all the cake batter to the wall. You see, now our blade looks clean, right? So what is left to do is just to scrape all the batter left over on the wall of the TM bowl. So okay, I am going to pass this to my helper. Hang on, yeah. Okay, sorry. So this is you can see, okay. So we are going to bake this cake for about an hour, okay, at preheated oven 180 degrees Celsius. So I will take this in to bake. Is left is we are going to decorate this cake, okay? So I'm going to snip off this a bit, and let me tilt the camera first. So is anyone excited for the Father's Day live? Okay, we do hope that we will give you a good time, because there will be some promotions going on, but sadly it will be for the locals, those who are in Malaysia. So anyway, I will update more about the live, the ingredients to prepare, soon. Okay. So let me tilt the camera, and you can see I'm going to snip a bit off here so that we can squeeze it out. Okay, so let me tilt the camera. Oopsie. Is it okay? Can see? All right, can see very clearly, right? So we are just going to snip off a bit here. And oops, very fast. We will do this. Okay, this is a bit watery because but still very good texture. So that's all that I'm going to do. This is half a portion of the recipe that I just did. Okay, I baked it this morning. Okay. So the children say, squeeze more, mommy, squeeze more. Okay, I think it's a lot already. So keep this aside, and now we are going to sprinkle. It's very Valentine feel, right? So isn't it beautiful? Okay. Okay. So it's a very sweet cake. It's my favorite color. I love pink. Okay, so there you have it. A very easy cake. And yes, we should chill it in the fridge for a while, but let's tidy up. Let me pull out the baking paper. Okay. Okay, so I shall cut a piece and show you, all right? So let's cut a piece and show you all. Okay, so this is how it looks like. I know the red is not like bright red, so like I have shared with you the tips. If you want it really red, the trick is just put more food coloring and reduce the amount of cocoa powder used to from 20 gram to perhaps 15 gram. Okay, I'm going to taste this cake now. Yes. So is it nice? Does it look good to you? No, I'm not left-handed. I am right-handed, but because I'm doing a mirror image, I am doing my own life. Like it's like a mirror image, okay? Like doing selfie. So you will see that everything is flipped. So I'm right-handed. So this. You cannot eat, you can see. It's so good. I like the cream cheese to taste salty. That's me. So if you are not very keen on salty frosting, just reduce the amount of salt used, okay? So yummy. I'm so rude, right? Eating in front of you. It's so good. So after this live, I know lah, I cannot lose weight, Elizabeth. How to lose weight, you tell me? After this live, I will carry on with packing my things. A lot to give away, a lot to throw away, so much to do. Soft and wet type is good. You have to try. I don't know how to describe to you. It's a pound cake. I said I want to try one mouth only, but looks like I'm going to eat the whole piece. Yes, it's very good. So let's talk about the June 20th live that I'm going to do with my besties. So I'll be making the pandan panna cotta with gula melaka syrup. My friend Angeline, she'll be making blue pea color onde, alright? And Catherine, another best friend, she will be making gula melaka jelly, okay? Yes, there's the 3 recipes that we have prepared for you coming June 20th, which is a Saturday at 11 a.m. And apart from that, there will be commercial break in between where we will show off our peanut bags. You can order the bags as well. There will be promotions going on. So, but we have not yet finalized the promotions, but there will definitely be promotions. So do stay tuned and tune in to watch us June 20th, 11 a.m. Don't forget, yeah, it's a Saturday. And share and like our video as always. So don't forget to share this video as well. And make this cake and share with me your cake. So good. It is good. I'm going to chill this in the fridge for a while. I know lah, I think I will take it out so that they can eat. Okay? Anyway, hang on, I'll come back and say an official goodbye to you. I have more things to share with you actually. Oh yeah! Why am I not introducing my cookbook today? Hang on, I will bring. You see lah, the sale is too good until I forget to introduce my cookbooks. Yes, anyway, for those of you who are interested in my cookbooks, I have published a total of 5 cookbooks to date. Volume 6 is coming soon. There are no repeated recipes in any of my cookbooks. And let me bring you, this is volume 1. Okay, this is volume 1. And then this is volume 2. This is volume 3. Okay. This is volume 4. Many say, you don't look like your picture. Do I look like my picture? I don't know. Anyway, after makeup, everyone looks beautiful, right? and this is volume 5. Okay, you can purchase all these cookbooks, no repeated recipes, from my website www.anniesaviorkitchen.com. Follow my page where you are watching the live now, and share your cooking adventure in my cooking group. These are cooking groups, okay? And you can also watch the replay in my Facebook page here, or you can watch my replay in my YouTube, okay? I'm also trying to upload the replays of my Facebook live to Instagram. So do follow and do subscribe, and do share about my cookbooks to your friends, to your family members who wants to learn cooking, okay? The recipes are good for TM31, TM5, and TM6, as well as people who do not have a Thermomix, okay? Because each book will have a separate section called the conventional cooking section. So you can purchase my cookbooks from my website, and many of you still interested in this thing. I don't even know I have it until you all reminded me. Yes, it is very useful for me if I don't need to carry the machine. I just need to push it around, okay? But that's all I do. It's like a coaster for a pot. Many ask whether it will help to stabilize when the machine is kneading a dough. No, I don't think so. It will have to stabilize, okay? It just serves as a coaster, like, you know, when you coaster a cup on a coaster, or a pot, or a coaster. So that's all it does. But it does ease the moving about of the machine, okay? Oh, the red food coloring. Red food coloring. This one. There are many types. I use the gel type. There's another type. It's in a container, small container like this. So I'm not very keen of food coloring, but anyway, I use 1/4 teaspoon. You can use 1/2 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon, 1/2 tablespoon to even 1 tablespoon if you want a very bright red color, okay? So now that you have seen how I did the cake, and it's not very red, so the next time when you purchase my cookbook and you found that there is a red velvet cake recipe inside the cookbook, please don't criticize why your cake is not red. So you know, I'm not a big fan of using food coloring, so 1/4 teaspoon to 1/2 teaspoon is good enough for me. Okay, so you can go ahead and add more. Okay, so how is everyone? I know I've done with the recipe. Basically, it's a very short life. Making cake batter in Thermomix is easy peasy. Can use red yeast powder. Actually, I have not come across this ingredient. I have never bought it. I've never used it. I suppose if it gives you, if it is tasteless, and if it gives you the red color that you desire, why not, right? So I personally, I've not bought this before. I have never used it before. So food coloring is supposed to be tasteless. So your red yeast powder, is it tasteless? I'm not sure. So go ahead if you think it is okay to use. How about beetroot powder? Again, your cake will look red, okay? To begin with, beetroot is not even red, it's purplish. It's like a shade of purple. And powder, I'm not sure whether it will dilute in the cake batter like your cocoa powder or not, because I have never used this, so I cannot give you the exact feedback, okay? So you can try. There is a layer of fat at the base of the cake. Is it because your butter is too soft? You have taken it out from the fridge for too long? Could it be that? Yeah, you can use liquid food coloring, but then it will dilute your batter, of course, because it's liquid. But then if you are not using it a lot, perhaps you can. What else you want to ask? If there is not much harm to your health, you don't have any allergies, why not just use food coloring? Okay, I don't know, it's not like you are taking food coloring every day, and it's not like you are going to use it a lot. So you know, there's a recipe in my volume 3. I believe many of you have actually made. I use food coloring, yeah, otherwise it won't jadi, it won't happen. Have you all seen this recipe before, the video? This is jelly koi fish. It looks very real, right? Now this is using food coloring. Definitely use food coloring. Jelly mooncake as well. So all these uses food coloring. You took it straight from the fridge. I really don't know what happened that you have a layer of oil, but butter cake is supposed to be oily lah. Obviously, it's butter cake, but so far it doesn't happen to me. Yes. What I know is if you take the butter out for too long, it becomes too soft, could be watery, then it could happen that your cake will be a little oily. Okay, so even if I say room temperature, it is still have the shape there. You see, it cannot be too soft. The butter cannot be too soft. This is what I personally feel. I'm not a great baker or a pastry chef or whatever, so but I share with you my experience, that's all. If there is no other question, I'm going to say goodbye to you all, and I will post the cake that I make just now after it is done baking to show you. Okay, and I hope you will make this cake. It's very easy, it's very good, it's very yummy too, and I like cream cheese frosting that is salty. I don't know about you, I like cream cheese frosting that is salty. It balances the cake very well. And yes, do stay tuned. Do stay tuned for our June 20th live, okay? With my besties, there will be lots of bags to show you. And yeah, that's all from me. I'm very thankful that you all tune in to watch me. Today is actually a public holiday in Malaysia. Yeah, it's Agong's birthday. Means the king's birthday. That's why it's public holiday. So no live prepared for this week yet. I have not given any thought. Sleep also not enough time now. I thought Christina will show her cupcakes later. She has done it, okay? So anyway, it's time to say goodbye. I need to go and take my beauty sleep, take my nap. And thank you so much to everyone for tuning in and for sharing the video, for liking the video. Okay, do continue to share and like the video, okay? So bye bye everyone. I will show you the cake later. Bye.